Hi, welcome to Channel 5 News. I'm Ron Burgundy.
And I'm Veronica Cornerstone.
Our top story tonight, cognitive dissonance. If you haven't heard, cognitive dissonance is a communication theory from the objective perspective. It is in the socio-psychological tradition and was developed by Leon Festinger. The basic idea of cognitive dissonance is that an inconsistency between our behaviors and attitudes can promote an attitude change. Some of the main parts of this theory include counterattitudinal advocacy, selective exposure, and post-decision dissonance.
Counterattitudinal advocacy is when we change our attitude in order to bring in line with our behavior. Selective exposure is when we only listen to the information that is consistent with our beliefs and we avoid information that is not. Post-decision dissonance is when we look for reassurance that we made the right decision. Now let's take a look at this theory in action. Go. Woo! One.
Okay, Jesse, so what we're going to do, you double back, point your toes, stick to landing, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Stick to landing.
Okay.
Good team.
Okay.
What happened to the double back? Why'd you do a double full? We
thought-
talked about this.
I'm sorry, I just thought it'd be better.
Don't think. You're not getting paid to think. You're not getting paid at all, but we're sure as heck not paying you to think. Just listen to me from now on.
Fine. Okay, I'll try. Okay?
Alright, well, I couldn't help but notice that you and your coach were on different pages out there. And you didn't end up with a good score. Do you think you might do anything different in your next go?
Well, first of all, is this megaphone really necessary?
Yes it is.
Okay. Well, I think I'll probably listen to some of my coach's suggestions. I got a little overly confident. Heading into Beam, I hope I'll do better. I'll listen a little bit.
Alright, well, let's hope so, for your sake.
I need you to nail the one arm back handspring. And stick the landing this time, alright?
Okay, got this. I got this.
Try number 2. Here we go.
So, congratulations. I heard you won this event. How did taking your coach's advice help you in this competition?
Well, it made all the difference. I have to say it did make all the difference. I mean, I should have listened to you in the first place. I'm sorry. And you were right. I nailed my one arm back handspring. So.
You don't become 3-time Greene County Gymnastics Coach of the Year for nothing.
All right, well, that's all we have for Jessica. Back to you, Ron.
Wow, what an example of counter-attitudinal advocacy. First, we had Jessie not listening to her coach, and she received a bad score. There was a dissonance because she thought she knew best, and when she did what she wanted, she received a bad score. The bad score is an example of the minimal justification hypothesis because it was just enough incentive for her to change her attitude and listen to her coach in the Beam event. The dissonance was reduced in the Beam event as she listened to her coach and received a good score. Now, Tumbler Tim, how do you feel about going into this trampoline event?
Well, Ron, thank you. I know everyone needs to hear my voice, but, you know, I'm the best in business. I've been told that plenty of times. 3-time state champion. I'm not really worried. I don't think you should be either.
All right, well, let's look in and see how it goes. Back to you.
Yes!
So the scores are in for Tumbler Tim, and it looks like his score was not so great. Why is that?
Tumbler Tim did not set properly, did not point his toes, had a lot of under rotation, and could not find the ground properly. But he had a great attitude.
Well, thank you for your feedback. Back to you.
All right, Tumbler Tim. Well, your scores are in, and it seemed like somewhat of a low score. How do you feel about that?
You know, in my opinion, I didn't have a low score. I had a great attitude, great spirit, and that's all that really counts, right? Yeah, I think my score did great.
Well, there you have it, out of Tumbler Tim's mouth himself. Back to you, Veronica.
Really? Good attitude? I'm a 3-time state champion, and you know that. I put my heart and soul into that move, and you give me that kind of score? That's just ridiculous. I'm done with this.
You know, it really wasn't that great. I made the right decision, didn't I?
Wow, what another great example of the cognitive dissonance theory. In this event, Tumbler Tim thought he was really good, so he ignored all of the bad things that the judge said about him. This showed how Tumbler Tim was experiencing selective exposure. After Tim argued the score with the judge experienced post-decision dissonance. The post-decision dissonance occurred when she retold herself that Tim deserved the score he was given. She most likely experienced the dissonance because she could not go back and change her score.
You're right, you are. Well, that's it here for Channel 5 News. I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, Springfield.
And I'm Veronica Corningstone. Thanks for stopping by.
But mostly, stay classy.
All right, come on.
Yeah!